It begins not with a whimper, but with a flicker. The global hum of civilization, the collective vibration of 8 billion lives, ceases in a singular, breathless instant. There are no goodbyes, no frantic broadcasts, and no wars. We are simply gone. For the first few hours, the automated pulse of our world continues, but without human hands to feed the fires of industry, the clock begins to tick backward. As fossil fuel plants burn through their final reserves, and nuclear stations trip into safety shutdowns, the grid destabilizes. A cascade of darkness rolls across the continents, extinguishing the eternal glow of the Anthropocene. The silence that follows is not peaceful, it is heavy. It is the terrifying quiet of a machine that has lost its operator, cooling rapidly in the night air. The age of man is over. The age of Earth has returned. The first year is a season of cruel transition. The illusion of permanence we built is stripped away by the raw indifference of the elements. Without climate control, the modern home begins to die from the inside out. Moisture rots the walls, wood warps, and mold begins its colonization. In northern cities, the silence is broken by the shattering of glass. Unheated windows fracture in the freezing winds, showering the streets below in crystalline rain. The wind now moves freely through corporate boardrooms, carrying with it the spores of the forest. On the ground, the millions of domestic animals left behind face a brutal binary: adapt or perish. The golden age of the pet is over. Feral dogs pack together, hunting through the silent suburbs, but they are not the apex predators. Escapees from zoos, tigers and wolves stalk the concrete canyons, finding a world perfectly suited for ambush, where rusting cars serve as camouflage. Above, the sky is changing. With industrial pollution halted, the atmosphere scrubs itself clean, revealing stars that haven't been seen clearly in generations. But occasionally, the sky falls. Low-orbit satellites, their orbits decaying without navigational correction, streak across the atmosphere, the final shooting stars of a vanished species. A decade of neglect has transformed the urban landscape. The waterproofing that protected our structures has failed, and water finds every crack. It seeps into the iron skeletons of buildings, rusting the steel within. As the metal expands, it cracks the stone, a concrete cancer, spelling the slow, inevitable doom of the modern city. The streets are no longer gray. A vibrant carpet of green has risen to reclaim the asphalt. Saplings take root in the fissures of the roads, and the roots of ailanthus trees muscle through foundations, heaving sidewalks upward. The soundscape has shifted entirely. The roar of traffic is a distant memory, replaced by the rustle of leaves and the call of birds. In the suburbs, the wooden houses are collapsing, eaten by termites and unchecked by chemical barriers. Entire neighborhoods fold in on themselves, disappearing under a shroud of kudzu and ivy. The separation between city and forest is dissolving. Deer graze in supermarket parking lots, and the wild moves into the husks of our banks and boardrooms. Nature has not just returned, it has moved in. A century of solitude has erased the details of our lives. Paper records and digital archives have rotted away. History is now written only in stone and steel, and even that is failing. This is the era of the Great Collapse. The iconic suspension bridges, symbols of our engineering prowess, finally reach their breaking point. Ravaged by salt air and lack of maintenance, the steel cables snap. With groans that echo like thunder, The road decks plunge into the waters below. They become artificial reefs, their iron skeletons disappearing into the gloom, colonized by barnacles and fish. In the cities, the skyscrapers stand like hollowed-out monoliths. The glass curtain walls have fallen, leaving the steel skeletons exposed to the elements. Some of the tallest towers, their foundations flooded and columns weakened, begin to topple. When a skyscraper falls in a forest of concrete, the impact shakes the earth, creating hills of rubble that become new topography for the expanding forests. Nature has effectively recaptured the land. Secondary forests cover the ruins of London, New York, and Tokyo. The oceans, once depleted and noisy with shipping lanes, teem with life. Whale populations have exploded, ruling the wild, dark seas once again. A millennium mocks human ambition. To the remnants of civilization, it is an eternity. The cities as we knew them are gone. They are no longer urban centers, but geological features. Manhattan is a wetland. The subway systems flooded centuries ago, and the rising sea levels have turned the island into a series of jagged archipelagos. The mountains of rubble that were once skyscrapers are covered in mature oak and redwood trees. Roots wrap around the last stubborn chunks of concrete, grinding them back into sand. The only recognizable evidence of humanity is the material that refuses to die: plastic, stainless steel, and bronze. Digging into the forest floor might reveal a plastic bottle or a smartphone screen. Strange fossils of the Anthropocene, buried in the sedimentary layer of a new epoch. The great dams have finally surrendered. Rivers rush through the canyons with prehistoric fury, washing away the silt and restoring the natural flow. The ecosystem has reset, while some radiation zones remain as silent, mutated gardens. The Earth is mostly green, blue, and vibrant. It is a garden that tends itself. The story of Earth after humans is not a tragedy. It is a testament to the relentless, unstoppable force of life. We were guests here, our dominance a fragile illusion, maintained by constant effort. When that effort ceases, the Earth remembers what it was before us. The silence that follows our departure is not empty. It is a heavy, pregnant silence, filled with the potential of what comes next. Nature simply grows over our footprints, reclaiming the space we borrowed. The Earth abides. For more cinematic journeys into Earth's possible futures and forgotten past, subscribe to The Last Silence.